Hi there, Thomas. How do you assess a game like that?
Mm, Emotional, extremely tough. To try to assess it and have a calm brain. I think there was a lot of the same things in this game, like like the Bournemouth game. I think play a very good very good second half, pushing, coming back in the game, closest to win it. On top of it, creating chances, opportunities, dangerous situations in the box, without having the cutting edge to score. And both games would have been, I think, 2 wins there would have, changed so many things. Both games, if you can't win, don't lose. So of course we need to do more in the 2 goals we conceded in Bournemouth, and we spoke about that, and today as well. Of course we give them nothing away for 45 plus whatever 5 minutes of injury time, second half, and then we gave a chance away and a corner and a goal there, which of course we can't do. I think the boys worked so hard. They did everything right second half. I think first half started well, the first 15 very well. Then we typical in the spell behind. They scored a deflected shot. We can always discuss a few bits we could have done better before, but still deflected shot. And then I think we lose control and a little bit coolness and calmness. I think we're rushing too much. We're throwing the ball away too quick. But I think all that we got addressed and changed second half. Unfortunately, couldn't drop for us.
How frustrating is you've had a full week to obviously work with the team. You've spoken about training and working on the attack, and still not to have that cutting edge.
Yeah, but I think I think you could see signs of it. That has really looked right. But of course, you can only talk about it here. But I think it looks. I think Kolo looks sharper. I think Xavi got in some top positions. Matty as well. Wilson as well. It's good to have Dom on the pitch. But I also think it's a sign that the goal is scored by Kuti, our captain and centre back, and we didn't have enough chances or the cutting edge from the offensive players on the day, and that of course, there's no critic, is just reality, or criticism is just reality. We didn't have the cutting edge of the perfect weighted pass, that sharp finish, and that we need to keep working on and keep going.
Sorry to have to ask this, but how difficult is it to hear the whole South Stand kind of singing "You're getting sacked" in the morning?
Yeah, of course, I probably have had better times. It's probably not the best time, of course, but I understand I'm the man in charge, so the blame will go to me. It's fair, no problem in that sense, as long as they are backing the players, doing everything they can to support them and drive them forward. That's what we do, and we will keep going forward.
Hi Thomas, I think it's 8 defeats in 14 now, and
Say again, sorry.
I think it's 8 defeats in 14 now, and 2 of them are to a Bournemouth team that didn't win in, I think, in 12 games in the Premier League, and West Ham had gone 10. I mean, do you think you deserve? Why do you think you deserve more time? I guess, given the form and the way the fans are turning as well.
No, yeah, but if you're not winning enough, we know that you will not get enough support from the fans. But when we're winning, it will change when we start winning again, which we will do. Not in doubt of that. I think also you can look a little bit at the performances. Let's say the Bournemouth and the Villa, and this game here. If the players stop running or stop doing anything or not working hard, and we were not the team that was closest to win, then you can say, okay. But I think the team is working very hard. And I still think, and I know it sounds a little bit crazy, that we are close to something very good than further away. I think you all saw the game today. We could easily have won this one 2-1. I think it's no excuses, but also the reason we're a little bit down to the bare bone with players. And we also need some of the offensive players to score a goal or two. All that is difficult for me just to do like that and click with a finger. But I can promise that I'm sitting here, giving everything every single day. I feel the trust and from everyone, and there's only one way. We need to keep going.
And I guess with the substitutions, Dom coming on, obviously a big boost. Why Matty Tell? It felt like he was sort of one of the best attackers out there, and obviously that did get booed as well from the fans. Should be said.
Yeah, but I need to take decisions, of course. So I had to take one offensive player off, and I feel Wilson is a bit better to the right, and I wanted 2 strikers on the pitch, so that was the decision. There's nothing wrong with Matty's performance.
Hi, Thomas. Are you aware your team selection was doing the rounds on social media last night?
Yeah, Anthony told me.
How do you feel about that? Because it's happened, I think, before as well this season. It feels like there's a leak somewhere.
It's not optimal. I don't think it's the first time in world history or football history. It happened also in other clubs. Of course, I prefer it not to happen. Yeah.
Your predecessor last season talked about there being a mole in the club. Are you worried about that?
No, I'm not.
Thomas, you talk about how the players kept fighting in the second half. Is that what gives you the most hope that you can still turn this around, that they still appear to be putting it in for you?
Yeah, but I think I know we say that they play or they play for the head coach or me or where they are. I hope the players are playing for the club, the team, each other, the fans, me, the staff, ownership, everything. They play for the families. That's what I hope. But I also know, and that I know very well, if you are building a good culture and someone who's can get through tough times, you need to see the team running, and especially in tough times. And I see a team that is running in tough times. And I also see a team that's doing everything they can to turn this around. And I also think you can see that in quite a bit of the performances, even that is very tough.
Sure. And what's your message to those fans in the South Stand who just were overwhelmed by the frustration in the end?
Yeah, but I think it's also we seems to hit the perfect storm at the moment in many ways. We have last minute defeat, and I think when everyone feel that everyone have given everything, including the fans, to back the team, and you get nothing out of it, and you get a sucker punch in injury time, it's unbelievable tough to take. It's unbelievable tough to take for the fans, for the players, for me, everyone involved. So and football is emotion, so I understand why it's tough. I can promise everyone it's extremely tough for me as well. So I think everyone involved in football knows this is just tough. But there's only one way. It's keep going. You can't feel sorry for yourself. Of course, I think probably tonight a little bit down, but then you need to go again. There's only one way. That's going forward.
Just two, if I may. First of all, Yves Bissouma, we haven't seen him all season. Obviously, he went away for African Nations Cup. You played him for half a game now. I mean, it felt as if it's almost like a last throw of the dice because you haven't used him up to now. And secondly, were you aware of the open letter from Vinay to the fans and the tone of that? What was your view of the things he talked about, the disconnect between the team and the fans?
Two things. First, good to see Bissouma back. He's been injured for a long time, and then he was in Africa, and I think he came on the pitch and did well. Two, yes, I've seen the letter, and I took 6 straight positive things out of the letter, not apparently the negative thing. I see. What I take out of that letter is that a club and executive team with Vinay on top that are aligned and know that this is a big transition phase and it's a super tanker. We're turning in the right direction, and there's a lot of good signs behind the scenes, also in some of the performances. But of course, when you lose last minute to one of your rivals, it's very emotional in football, and there will be noise, and that noise we need to, keep it out there. And get head down and keep walking, keep doing the right thing.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, guys.